Right. So yeah, we understand that without this, nothing will happen. Without this specific thing. And I learned it the hard way because, it would be too easy if I would have known this. But, experience teaches you the best than learning it from just someone else. And, wow, I learned it the hard way, but probably the best way. So, availability, that's what gets you results. That's what makes everything happen. If you don't have availability, nothing will happen. If you have the best game, the best techniques, the best lines, whatever, canned lines, who cares? If you don't have availability, nothing will happen. And what do I mean by availability? I mean, three things. Firstly, is she available? That's the first thing. And I'm going to sector in two things. So it splits. So is she available time wise? Does she have time? Usually, girls that are walking, you don't want to, like, it's not highly likely that something will happen. Because if you ever go out a lot, you realize people that are more stationary, those sets work better than the sets that they're walking. That does not mean that sets that were walking did not happen. I had a few sets that they even walked past me and I was like, what would Valentino Cohen do? And I ran up, got a number, whatever, went on a date, So I wouldn't say never talk to girls that are walking. I would say if they're hot enough, if they're specifically your taste, go for it. Like, who cares? But usually go for the people that have time. So who has time? People in parks, people in beaches, people in supermarkets, people in a shopping market. It does not matter. The areas that people go to where they have spare time, those are the places where you would want to go. Nightclubs, pubs, whatever, bars. People go there when they have time. And at night time, they want to relax and have fun. So it gets better if you go at night. During the day, during the day, you find your girlfriend. During the night, you have some fun. But that doesn't matter. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is availability. So is she available? Time. Second thing is she available emotionally? Now, she might have a boyfriend, but she might not be emotionally committed to him. So you could still go out with her. That doesn't stop her from having sex. Or she might not have a boyfriend, but she might be committed to someone emotionally and she will not do anything with you. So is she available time-wise and emotionally? And the third availability is your own fucking availability. That's the one that I did not think about. I always heard about availability. Is she available? Does she have the time? Is she available, emotionally? But I never thought about myself. And when I went out in Dublin and met these girls, I would never think past the date. And that was my demise. That was my issue. That was the problem. I would go out on these amazing dates and then I'm like, now what? And then it kind of ends and I hug, kiss, and goodbye. So I was like, what is going on? What am I missing? I feel bad, but why do I feel bad? Fuck it, it didn't work out. But why did it not work out? Oh, because you didn't have a place. Are you available? Do you have a location to bring them back? Yes or no? And is your place ready? Is your place messy or whatever? You should probably have dim lights. And when you bring a girl back, don't necessarily bring them straight to your bedroom. Keep them in the kitchen. Keep them in the living room. So it's not like this is what's about, this is what's going to happen. It gives them some breathing room, some space to relax. Or sometimes you might even bring them back to, I remember I brought someone back. We're in Botanical Garden, and then I think I had runners on, and we're planning to go to the beach. And I was like, okay, let's go back to my place, change my shoes to sandals, and then go out to the beach. And then we did that. So she already got familiar with my place, got comfortable. And then the second time I brought her back, she already felt comfortable. So if it's too much pressure on going straight to the bedroom, with certain girls, you might pull that off. With certain more feisty, more feminine, more sexual type of girls, more polarizing. There we go. You can bring them straight to the bedroom. That's acceptable. That's fine. But generally speaking, I would say let them relax and ease into your apartment in the kitchen. Maybe have a talk in the kitchen. Maybe like it doesn't take long, 5 minutes. You can go to the bathroom, wash your face, do the gentleman's wash, make sure you taste nice, and then yeah. So, do you have a place? Are you available, and is she available? That without that, nothing will work. If you have the best game, if you have the best wingman, if you're in the best place on the fucking planet and you don't have a place to stay, nothing will happen. Nothing. Unless you go back to her place. But that's how many times does that happen? Like in Rio de Janeiro, many people live with their parents up until like they're 20, 30. They live with their parents. They like to live with their parents for some reason. I don't know. It's like their parents want the kids to stay in their houses. And in Europe, it's like the totally opposite. They want to go out and have their own place by the age of 18. And that's me right now. Trying to move out. Now, yeah. Are you available? Now, let's think about it like this. What do you want? If you want to get better at the dating, you don't really need a place. That's fine. You can go out. But if you want to have sexual intimacy, of course you have to buy a place. Or maybe an Airbnb. Maybe like you go on many dates, stack up the dates for one day and then have an Airbnb. That could work. What else did I want to say? Yeah, so I was in Latvia not too long ago, and I realized the same. Like I'm back in Ireland. Look, it's back in my room. But I realized the same thing, that I would have an amazing date. It would go so well, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't have a place. I don't have the place to bring them back. So it just ended. It just like a hug, kiss, goodbye. And I was like, that was a lost opportunity. I'm never going to see that person again because I was flying away to fucking Germany the next day. Yeah. And it happened twice. Twice the same day. So it reminded me, wow, this is the same thing that happened in Ireland. Try not to make the same mistake. I would say if you're constantly frustrated with your results, write down what's happening and try to write down what you think is going bad and make it very detailed. I think the make it very detailed part I didn't do. I would write down what I lacked in the 6 master keys, like the polarity and the fun. But I didn't make it detailed why I was frustrated with the set. Oh, because I didn't bring them back to my place. That's it. So, availability. Without it, nothing will happen. Nothing. If the set goes for 5 minutes, usually that doesn't happen. You'd want to stay in there for a bit longer. Depends. During the day, you'd want it takes longer during the day. During the night, results can happen quite quickly. So without this, none will work. Anyway, I have a few meetings planned up with a couple of dating coaches. So that'll be pretty fucking cool. Anyway, see you guys.